Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Russ back games for Madden 17 Ultimate Team, and as you guys can see, we end up picking up the new Ty Montgomery halfback, 93 overall. He was actually not that expensive. I actually waited a little bit to buy him, not too long. I think I still overpaid a little bit, but once I saw that they released this card, I wanted him so badly. I actually really like Ty Montgomery in real life. I think he's a fucking beast. For him to switch from wide receiver to halfback and be as successful as he has, it's freaking dope, man. I think he's an awesome player. And then also, they came up with the 88 team of the week, Ty Montgomery halfback, I think, I don't know, like 3-4 weeks ago or something like that. And I absolutely love that card. It's still one of the best halfbacks I've used. So when I saw they released this, I had to get it. I had to get it. Card's actually not that expensive. I think he's around 100 to 110K right now, if I'm not mistaken. He may have dropped, from when I'm recording this. But we still have Kaepernick. I'm actually going to stick it out with Kaepernick because now his price has dropped since I finished the set. I think I finished the set for like $475 is what I said in my video, and I think now he's around $440 usually, and then sometimes he's like $414 or even under $400. And look at this, man. First play, Ty Montgomery ends up fumbling. So I mean, he was full stamina. I think I had him on my kickoff team, but I did fair catch it, so it wasn't really a big deal there. So obviously stamina shouldn't have made him fumble on the very first play. So that's a big question mark with that Montgomery card. Obviously, I'm trying to get as much gameplay with him as I can. I'm planning to use him more than one game right here. You guys see the speed, the agility. I'm cutting in and out and getting me a couple yards. 2 rushes for 17 yards definitely ain't bad right there, Montgomery. I'm splitting him out wide receiver, running back, all that stuff. Just trying to see what he can do right there. That was a bad cut by me. I should have stayed to the left side, but I didn't. Right here, I run a play action, and then we hit Emmanuel Sanders for a nice gain over the middle to about the 14-yard line. But yeah, so far, man, this Montgomery seems pretty decent, but look at this, man. We end up throwing it to Montgomery on a delayed halfback out route, basically. And he ends up getting stripped. So 2 fumbles on the same drive for Ty Montgomery. So I would say beware of fumbling. Beware of fumbling because, I mean, it would have been different if that was his only fumble because I think he was low on stamina. But still, I mean, the entire drive, I used him a lot, but the very first play he fumbled, and then there he fumbled, and it cost me big time to give this guy basically a free 7 points. But I ain't going to let that, shy away from me trying to use him a lot. So I'm using him, and I'm trying to hit him a lot, put him out at wide receiver, use him at running back. Right there, Terrell Pryor does show up and gets us a touchdown. At that point, I was just trying to tie this game back up because I was a little pissed that Montgomery fumbled. But you know what? I ain't going to be mad at Montgomery. I'm going to give him a lot more snaps. Don't worry about it. It's just, I would say, beware of fumbling. That's all I can say. I mean, 2 fumbles on the same drive is not good. Alex Collins didn't fumble. I don't think he fumbled once for me. I used him a couple of games. I don't think Theo Riddick ever fumbled for me. He may have. I don't remember, though. He definitely didn't fumble twice on one drive. So, obviously we were fortunate to get one of those back, and then the second one cost us big time with a fumble for 6. But now you can see Tony Dorsett just, oh boy, just running all over everybody right now. But then we do get a big hit fumble with Maurice Alexander, and Carson Palmer picks it up. Man, we cannot get a break. 2nd and 11. He's looking for something over the middle. I got pretty much everything covered. Ends up getting sacked by Geno Atkins. 3rd and 15. Looking for somebody, and he overthrows Antonio Brown over the middle. That's a huge play. 4th and 15. He does decide to go for it. See somebody wide open over the middle. He does hit him, but we get the suction tackle, and he is about inches short of a first down, so we do get the ball back. Hand it off to Montgomery. One thing I noticed about this Montgomery card, he is super, super agile and quick, running side to side and basically trying to find a hole if you're trying to move, really quickly from sideline to sideline. He's really good at that, and I did try to test out his trucking a little bit. Obviously, I'm not the best runner in Madden. I prefer to pass. So, I mean, you can't really base your assumption on this card on me because, I make a lot of bad plays running into my lineman when I have a wide open hole to the left and shit like that. Right here, I'm pretty good at running with my quarterback, though, I'll find the right holes to run with my quarterback. But running back, a little bit of a different story. That's why I wanted Montgomery, because he's a wide receiver at halfback. He legitimately is. He has wide receiver stats. I think he has like 85 catching, and he has slot expert. So he can get those up like really, really good. He also has like 91 spec catch, like 88, 89 catching traffic. He has some really, really good stats for running back. And look at this, man. Colin Kaepernick rolling out to his left on the run, fires a dime to Emmanuel Sanders in the back of the end zone to put us up 14-7. And I don't know what that was. If you guys looked at that PAT, somebody on his team came screaming through and ends up just completely missing. I mean, he was there. He got the delayed kick animation. and he wasn't able to do anything with it. So now just send him one-man rush. I really don't care if he dink and dunks over the middle. I just don't want him to get any score before half, because, of course, he does get the ball back at half. So I really just don't want to give him anything right now. I really don't care if he runs with Carson Palmer. Last play of the half, I don't know how Antonio Brown caught that. Luckily, there was no time left on the clock, or else that would have fucking sucked. So now he comes back at half, running with Tony Dorsett. Nothing really doing. 2nd and 12, looking around with Carson Palmer, gets sacked by Danny Shelton. You get sacked by Danny Shelton, that's a little bit sad because he has 55 speed, I think. It's not good. Danny Shelton, I only have him there purely for run blocking. Or not, I said run blocking. Basically stuffing the run and playing the run. And when he gets a sack like that, that was kind of surprising. 7 rushes, 33 yards with Ty Montgomery so far. Not the best game, but again, I'm planning to get more games in with him. I'm still splitting him out wide receiver, seeing what he can do right there. Tyrell Williams shows up, makes a nice play. 11 for 14 for 169 and 2 TDs for Cap, so he's playing really well. Right there, I did try to use a screenplay. It doesn't seem my screenplays work that well for me anymore. I never used to use them anyway, but now every time I try to run one, it's always covered. It's so easy to tell, when somebody's running a screen pass. Right here, I make a bad read. I drop way back, and I see Montgomery. He was open, but I dropped way, way, way back. That was like probably a 50-yard pass. And it ends up getting picked off. I was just asking for that to happen. That was dumb. Shouldn't have done it. But, I was just trying to go to Montgomery. And really just nothing doing. But just throw right at me, man. Why the fuck not? On the very next drive, 3rd and 6, he ends up throwing it right at me. Legitimately right at me. He saw me right there. He just didn't make any changes. He just threw it, man. So 2nd and 8, trying to get Montgomery in the end zone. Nothing doing again. So 3rd and 9. What do? I decide to run with Montgomery again. I'm trying to get him in this end zone. I don't know why I spun. I should have juked. I may have had a better chance, but for some reason I just wanted to spin. So we end up taking our field goal to go up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes left. So now I'm hoping I can get the ball back and run it a little bit more. But Anthony Barr says, you know what? I'm just going to score for you. So Anthony Barr gets us a pick 6, and that is definitely going to seal this game. There is no way in hell this dude is coming back with under 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Me up by 3 scores. There ain't no way. So now this dude is basically chucking up prayers. You can't really blame him. And Ross Cockrell ends up breaking that one up. It seems like his receivers are not getting very good spec catch animations, because he had Antonio Brown, he had Randy Moss, and they were just not getting good animations and not making catches, really. 3rd and 4, he does decide to run it. Don't know why. I guess he just wanted to get the first down. I guess I understand it, but at this point in the game, running ain't going to get you anywhere. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. Now 2 minutes, 11 seconds. He does chuck it up. It is broken up. So now on our way to the 2-minute warning, he hits somebody over the middle. Looks like Julian Edelman. So we do hit the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 5. He runs a screen pass. I have somebody there, but Tony Dorsett just wants to run over people. 4th and 1. He does decide to go for it, and we have Derrick Henry in the backfield, and that is just what Derrick Henry does. Just breaking off people, stiff-arming people, and getting a first down. So minute 14, like I said, this game is over. There's no way this dude is going to win. But there is one more great Montgomery play that I did want to show. And right there's Randy Moss finally making a spec catch. And he does score a touchdown. And it is 24-14. Our only real touchdown given up of this game. Because, Ty Montgomery did fumble and give him free 7. But look at this, man. Ty Montgomery, a wide receiver. Make that spec catch, boy. Let's go. At the 19-yard line. I did split him out at wide receiver. And he did make that catch. So that's another huge thing about this card, is you can split him out at wide out and chuck it up to him if you really want to, because he is a wide receiver. So, that's what's really dope about this card. Right here, I do try to throw a fade route. There was really nothing there. I think he actually, triple covered him. Or there was 3 people over there. I ended up throwing a pick. Obviously, it doesn't matter. But, tried to go to him one more time. But anyway, I did hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and leave the stats in for Montgomery. He didn't have a fantastic game, but you guys definitely felt his presence. He had 2 fumbles. An unfortunate presence, but he did have, a couple of nice runs, and he had 1 great catch, and I did hit him, a lot receiving. I think he had more receiving yards than he did rushing. So anyway, I did hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to look out for the next one, and as always, Dangerous Army, I'm out. Like a Hellcat.